Hi, Tara Madden here from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Western Pennsylvania. I am going to show you today how to, in the Children's Imaginarium sculpture series, how to make an origami bookmark, corner bookmark. I know there's lots of videos on YouTube about how to start those out, and they're really cute and they're really great. I want you to think even as I'll talk you through this, but I want you to expand upon those ideas and actually make something more artsy, okay? So easy. You take a piece of copier paper. This is just a thin copier paper, and you use there's two ways to make a square. You can measure and use your paper cutter like I'm going to do, but you can also, I'm not sure if you kids know this, but you can actually fold this down. I'm going to show you like this. Make a crease, everything match, make a cut right here, and then that would also create a square. All right, so again, you would do this, cut against this line, and have a square. But we're going to go ahead and use our handy dandy cutting utensil here. So I'm going to do 6-inch square real quick for you. All right. We're going to do a couple different things. Well, actually just one kind of thing, because I want you guys, okay. So this happens sometimes where you forget what you're looking at. 6 inches, we're going to do a 6-inch square. There we go. Always pay attention to the marks. Okay, there you go. 6 by 6. I'm also going to do it with a piece of cardstock, which is a little bit harder piece of paper. I have a beautiful origami design here for you to look at as well in the background. I'm going to put that to the side now. Again, I love origami, which is the art of cutting, and kirigami, which is the art of origami, the art of folding, and kirigami, which is the art of cutting. This is cardstock, much thicker. We're going to do the same thing, because sometimes it's nice to have a bookmark that is really sturdy, and sometimes it's nice to have one that's really thin. 6 by 6. There we go. All right, now we can remove my paper cutter out of the way. I'm just going to push that forward. Great. Okay, here we go. Always keep your scraps of paper. They're going to come in handy later. Never throw a piece of paper away. How many trees have we had to cut down for this paper? All right, so cardstock. All you're going to do is fold this in half like a pyramid. Match up your corners. Press this down to make a good crease. Remember, I like to use a spoon, so I'm going to use my spoon to make a good crease. I'm going to do the same thing with this white. We're going to do these simultaneously. Crease. All right, if I can remember right. We're going to do another one the other way. So you make a cross. Okay, we're just going to show you how to do one bookmark today, and then we'll make more later. Again, this is in celebration of Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month with the study of origami and kirigami. Okay, now if I remember correctly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this one down and fold this one down just like that. And then I'm going to take the lip up, fold this one up, fold this one up. Again, we're making two at the same time. Sometimes it's fun to challenge ourselves like this. But if you're not the type of person that likes to do a lot of things at the same time, don't worry about it. Okay, so we go like this now. Against this crease, we're just going to fold this down to match the top point. Again, using my spoon to help me out, because I don't want my fingers to get too tired. I'm going to be doing this with several hundreds of children tomorrow at a celebration, a festival of books. So this is good practice for me. Okay, here we go. Do the same thing on the other one. The only difference between the two things that we're making is that one is with copier paper and the other is with cardstock. Okay, now this is super fun. You're just gonna pick this up right here and you're just gonna tuck these in. Nice and tight. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side. Tuck this in and I'll show you. There we go. Tuck in, tuck in. Take this one, tuck it in, tuck it in.
Harder because it's cardstock.
Yes, it's a little harder when you do cardstock, but not everything has to be exact. A lot of the people think that origami and folding, it has to be super, super exact. It does at times, but you can actually model paper just like we model clay. You can actually change it and make it softer and more, it's not as rigid all the time, okay? So this is one of those cases. I tucked in and it has like a rounded look to it, and that's fine too. This is the corner. This is the foundation right here for your bookmark. Boom and boom. We just made corner bookmarks, basic, but I'm gonna show you how to take it to the next level. So here I have a couple of books. This is a hardback book about the Peloponnesian War. Okay, this is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Both of these are not really kid books, but I just wanted to show you an example of how this works. So this is a hardback book. So I think for a hardback book, we should use a cardstock. We should use a cardstock bookmarker because it's heavier. So if I was reading this book and wanted to stop, I could take this harder one and I could just put it right on the corner, just like that. See?
Yeah.
And then boom, I have a bookmark. Okay? If I was going to use this one, I can use this one too on the hard one, but it's just a little bit softer paper, that's all. So I can put that in, and I would be afraid that maybe, you know, that one could get banged up because again, this is a hardback book with good stiff, good pages, got some weight to it. All right. Now, if I was doing a paperback book, a lot of kids, people, especially if they own the book, will do this dog-eared thing. So this is kind of like the same thing, right? But it's not ruining your actual book. When you dog-ear a page, you can ruin your book. So I'm going to take this cardstock one, paper one, just put it right on the edge, just like that. Boom. Nice. And it actually feels like it's soft, like you can do this with that in there. You can't do that with a cardstock one, okay? So, that is the reason we made these. That's the foundation, but here's the embellishment part. Embellishment means a little added something special, okay? Which is not hard at all. You could take a piece of, let's not waste paper. I'm gonna take my little square piece of white paper that I cut away to make a square, and I'm gonna see if that's gonna work for me. Good. And all I'm gonna do is take this, maybe, I'm just gonna do this because I'm an artist. And all I'm gonna do is go like this. Check it out, guys. This is how artists roll, right? I'm gonna crease it. I'm gonna I'm gonna use my pen, and I'm gonna draw a heart. I'm just gonna do a boom, boom, okay? And then I'm gonna take my scissors, which I didn't bring. I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah.
They're right here, okay? I knew I would forget something. Okay, so you take your scissors, and you just go right around that heart. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that. And voila, you have a heart, okay? You can make bow ties. Bow ties are fun when you just take a paper. Check this out. This is how you make a bow tie. Super easy. And there's videos on this too. So you go like this with a strip of paper. You stick this together. You could either glue overlap or tape it shut. And you make this, which is just like a little thing. And then fold this in half like this. super easy. Take your scissors again. Cut out a section on both top and bottom. And now you have a bow type origin, okay? And then you can take a strip of paper. I'm doing this really fast because I know you guys are capable of doing this on your own later. Then you would tape this or glue this, and that becomes a bow tie. So you could take your heart or your bow tie and then glue those or tape those right onto the top of your bookmark, okay? So if this was my little bookmark here, I might take I'm just gonna tape it for you for speed right now. But you can also use a handy dandy glue stick like this and let it dry. If you have time, put a good amount of glue on all the parts, let it dry, and you'll be ready. But I'm just gonna use tape just to show you what it looks like all together. Boom, okay. And the same thing for this one, little tape donut. Plus, do you know that when you use a glue stick, over time, that glue sometimes becomes loose. All right, that dries up. It sometimes becomes, it's not permanent. Okay, so there you go. And then you can decorate these too. Like if you wanted your heart to have polka dots or stripes or little hearts and hearts or cheeseburgers on it, you can totally do that.
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I like to make cheeseburgers on a lot of my art. And if you want to make a bow tie with stripes or alligators on it, you could totally do that. And then you would have two beautiful book corner bookmarks just like that. So have fun if you have a little rainy day or you just have a couple hours and you want to just play. This is a really fun thing to make. Thank you.